Hello and welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 24th of July, 2015. The moon today is in the early part of the sign of Scorpio, as it will be making its way through the nakshatra of Swati. You may feel a little bit tired today, worn, exhausted from the recent struggle you've been going through, but inside of yourself, you're still determined. You want to better your position. So from that determination, you're willing to continue, but you're tired, exhausted, longing to rest. And as a result of this, if at all possible, if you had your way, well, you'd rather avoid struggle. And for the last several days, well, that just hasn't been possible. And today, well, it's your lucky day. Well, because today, luckily for you, it actually is possible. Well, sort of. Okay, some effort will be required, but all you need to do is to remain firm inside of yourself, still determined, still willing to persist. Be aware, pay attention of what's going on. Don't let yourself get lazy. The success that you desire is likely to recur just as a natural result of this. Today's nakshatra, Swati, is an artha-driven nakshatra. It wants to achieve a specific goal. And the goal that it desires to achieve is for the purpose of self-betterment. Now, initially, this may sound somewhat selfish, but when we look at our destiny, if we're just aligned with our destiny and desiring to do, well, what we feel is right and appropriate for us, on one level, that's not really selfish. It's just sometimes we feel like we know best, and sometimes we do know best, and sometimes, well, actually, we don't know best. Today is actually one of those rare circumstances, or perhaps I shouldn't say rare, because perhaps you get it right more often than that, but knowing myself and getting it wrong quite often, today is one of those rare circumstances where you actually do get it right. Okay, and that's good. The energy of Swati is the power to scatter like the wind, and it's symbolized by coral. Now with coral appears just to be a hard rock, but actually it's an animal that secretes its own skeleton, and it has the capacity to reproduce without interaction with another. So there is the idea or the concept to create something greater than oneself, to break beyond one's restrictions, to be able to be firm so that one is able to protect oneself and one's efforts, but by the same token to break free of those things that are ultimately restricting you. It's just that with today's lunar tithi, which is Shukla Ashtami, you're tired, you're a bit worn out, you don't want to fight, you don't want to necessarily have to feel like you have to continue to put forward an effort. Well, with the solar lunar yoga today, which is Shubha, all you really need to do is to let that energy flow through you. Sometimes we become so deeply involved mentally and emotionally that we actually put in more effort than is necessary at the root of it. And today the suggestion is you might be able to accomplish more by doing a little less, at least on the mental and emotional levels. All you need to do is pay attention. Just be determined, be firm. The rest of it is likely naturally to recur just as a result of you doing so. If you'd like a little bit more information and guidance on what you may be going through, particularly in relation to today's energies or this week's energies, or hey, even your life's energies, well, I do offer a vast range of astrological services that are available through the link in the bottom left-hand corner of this video. If you've closed that link down already, there's also another link further down the page in the description area. And just as a reminder, I am starting my foundation level Vedic Astrology course that starts on the 2nd of August. If you'd like to learn about the ancient art and science of Vedic astrology, you can do so on a pay what you can afford basis, basically a sliding scale basis. And if you're interested in doing so, all you need to do is to visit the course page that you can access through the link in the bottom right-hand corner of this video, and there's contact information on that page, and all you need to do is make contact with me. Okay, that's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 24th of July, 2015. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.